Hello guys, my name is Lyman A. Sapon, BSN2B. Today, I will present to you the family nursing care plan I make about the identified problems in Gregorio Forgive Us All. The identified problems is presence of health deficit, presence of cholera, presence, presence of stress point, forcible crisis, financial needs of the family. Next is poor environmental sanitation as a health threat. And next is poor nutrition as a health deficit. Okay, we will start to the presence of health deficit, presence of cholera. The family nursing problem is inability to make decision on how to manage the health problem due to lack of insight as to alternative courses of action to take. The goal of care is after nursing interventions, the family will able to recognize and manage the health problem. The objectives of care is after 3 to 6 days of nursing interventions, the client will able to experience gradual reduction or relief of pain from a pain scale of 8 to at least 4. The nursing intervention is assess the pain character, the location, the severity, and the duration. And next is assess the pain according to the client's descriptions of pain and pain rating. Rehydration is the first priority in the treatment of cholera. Rehydration is accomplished in 2 phases, the rehydration and maintenance. And the diet is, and also the diet. Resume feeding with a normal diet when the pain has stopped. And also the client and the family know the non-pharmacologic ways to lessen the pain. And monitor the signs and monitor the vital signs every 4 hours. Method of nurse is the home visit and online consultation. Resources required is the material resources is the visual aids, PowerPoint, laptop, or the smartphones. The human resources is the time and effort for the both part of the student nurse and the family. And the evaluation is the goal are met after the implementation of nursing care. The client was able to report reduction of pain scale from 8 to at least 4 and move and rest comfortably. The pain will not occur. And next is control and experience the relief of pain. And the next health problem is the presence of stress point, forcible crisis, financial needs of the family. Family nursing problem. Inability to make decisions with respect to taking appropriate health actions due to inaccessibility of appropriate resources for care and fear of consequence action, specifically physical inaccessibility. Goal of care. After nursing interventions, the family will learn to make decisions on how they will manage the financial needs of the family. The objective of care is after 1 month of nursing interventions, the family will be able to survive in shortcomings. Nursing intervention. Assess the needs of the family in a week. Assess how much money they are spending in a day or a week. Assess the financial resources of the family. The next is teach the client to save money within a day. The method of nurse is home visit and online consultation. Resources required is the material resources is visual aids, PowerPoint, laptop, and the smartphones. The human resources need is time and effort for the both part of the student nurse and the family. Evaluation. The goal are met after implementation of nursing care. The client was able to understand how important to save money in future or emergency purposes. The client was able to how budgeting is important in spending money. And also, the client was able to recognize the what and the verse and the needs. And the next problem is poor environmental sanitation as a health threat. Family nursing problem is inability to provide a home environment conducive to health maintenance and personal development due to lack of inadequate knowledge regarding preventive measures. The goal of care is after nursing interventions, the family will able to effectively promote and maintain environment conducive to health. Objectives of care. After 2 home visits and nursing interventions, the family will able to, number 1, demonstrate proper measures of cleaning the environment. Number 2, know the effectives of sanitation to their health and well-being. The next is give importance of a clean environment to the health and well-being of each member of the family. Nursing interventions. First is emphasize the importance of clean and healthy environment through discussion of facts. The rationale of this is to provide knowledge about the environmental sanitation and its advantages. And next is discuss with the family their present schedule and habits of cleaning their environment. The rationale of this is to have the family include the regular cleaning in their daily routine. Next is encourage the family to follow a regular schedule of cleaning the environment. The rationale of this is to improve the family habits in maintaining sanitation. Next is discuss the possible communicable diseases associated with poor sanitation. The method of nurse is home visit. The material resources required is the visual aids, PowerPoint, laptop, and the smartphones. The human resources required is the time and effort for the both part of the student, nurse, and the family. Next is the evaluation. The goals are met after the implementation of nursing care. The client was able to understand how importance of maintaining the cleanliness of the environment and know the possible effects of clean environment, and also to know the possible effects of dirty environment to every family member. And the next health problem is the poor nutrition as a health deficit. The family nursing problem is inability of the family to recognize the presence of poor nutrition among of the member of the family. And next is inability of the family to recognize the possible risks and consequences of poor nutrition in vulnerable member of the family due to the inadequate knowledge. Next is inability of the family to provide adequate nursing care to a member of the family suffering from sick due to the lack of knowledge about the health condition. The goal of care is after rendering health teaching, the family will be able to understand the importance of good nutrition and perform adequate management to avoid any diseases. Objectives of care. After 1 month of nursing interventions, the family will be able to know the recognize the family who has poor nutrition. Next is be able to identify the possible cause of poor nutrition. Next is be able to provide nursing care to a member of the family who experience poor nutrition. The nursing intervention is health teaching. Discuss the signs and symptoms, possible risks and consequences of having a poor nutrition. Discuss the importance adequate food intake both in quality and quantity order to prevent acquiring of any diseases like cholera. Method of the nurse. Home visit. Resources required. The material resources required is the visual aids, PowerPoint, laptop, or the smartphones. Human resources required is the time and effort for the both part of the nurse, student nurse, and the family. Next is the evaluation. The goals are met after the implementation of nursing care. The client was able to understand how important to have a good and healthy eating. Able to know the ways on how to achieve proper nutrition. Next is able to share their insights regarding to the situation. That's all. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.